We want to go in and we'll open up with a Q&A then for you, and kind of focus in on Q&A. But to start, tell us a little bit about who you are, how you got to create your firm, and what you're all about.
Thank you, Dennis. So my name is Desirae Haluk, and I'm the founder of Clairant Services. And we specialize in marketing for startups and small businesses. I've worked for both startup companies, like in the corporate world, just as like head of marketing type of roles for both large corporations, mid-size and startups. And definitely the startups and small business world is so much more fun. There's less red tape to go through, and decisions are made quickly, and you just have a lot more freedom of creativity. And so that's what really inspired me to start up my own company. And it was really just all of my networking and connections that I kept in the past that really is my clientele right now. And so I went from, let's say last February, I had 2 clients, and right now I have over 30. So I've definitely grown throughout, the past year and a bit. And it's been so much fun. I have 2 employees so far, and I definitely need to hire other people. So Clarent has been, it's just like, I love waking up every morning and going to work in my own house. I'm sure all of you probably feel that way now too. But it's just, yeah, it's so much fun working with my clients. I find that my services have evolved a lot. At the beginning, I was building websites. Now I feel like I should be handing that over to Paul. So if I get any more, Paul, we'll work together on that. And now I'm doing a lot more lead nurturing campaigns, like newsletters and mass emailing, as well as like chief marketing officer services. So a company can just hire me to lead their marketing team. They might have people that can do a lot of the work, but they just need somebody to sort of drive. And that's what I've been doing, between 10 and 20 hours a week for, I have 3 clients that are doing it right now. And it's a lot of fun. It's nice when you have the resources under you that you can delegate to. And I've seen nothing but great results from it. And it's been really good. But if I don't know if you guys have many questions right now, I'm sorry I wasn't prepared for this. It totally got away from me. But I can just quickly go over like maybe what you should be doing from a small business perspective, and marketing in 2021. It's, hasn't changed much from 2020, to be honest. But of course, we are all in a virtual world now. And I first of all, have a website, have a good website. It doesn't have to be an expensive website, but it just has to make sense. And there has to be a good user experience. When someone comes on, what are they looking for? Always have your contact information everywhere, like so that they can see it right away. They don't have to search for it. If you're big on blog writing, have the blog there. If people usually come to your site for that information, definitely have it easy to access. And then of course, contact forms, all of that. And it depends how people want to get in touch with you. I have, you guys, a lot of you know InstaAnswer, one of my biggest clients, and they like to be called. They don't want anybody filling out a form. So every time I create a landing page for them, I always say, don't even bother filling out this form, just call us so you can see how we deal with customers on the phone, because they're an answering service. So you can definitely, really customize your website to what you do and what you specialize in. So definitely have a good website. After that, I would be on social media. It's free. There are so many free things that you can do online, that they're cost effective, but they're also effective from a marketing standpoint. They're, post every day if you can. I know,
That's it?
Gary Vaynerchuk says
You're
you should
back?
be posting 100 pieces of content a day.
Oh
I know
boy.
that's insane, but it's true. If whatever content you can post, post it, and on whatever platforms. It doesn't mean you need to boil the ocean. You don't need to be on every single social media platform, but you have to look at what audience is hanging out on those platforms like Facebook or LinkedIn, or are you B2B? Are you B2C? You need to know that. And then you have to hang out where your target audience is hanging out and post content that is interesting to them. You want to be educational and entertaining. Those are the two different kind of categories you want to focus on when you're posting content. So after social media, I would highly recommend Google My Business page. It is also free. All you need is a Gmail account. Google My Business it's honestly, if you again, you can post every day on Google, or more than every day if you want, but if you are consistent with your posting with Google My Business, you control what Google is showing people about your website or about you, about your business. If you don't have a Google business page, they will pull their own stuff from your website or from whatever they can find about you. So you want to be in control of that information. And that's why you need to verify your business page and be super active on it. Because let's face it, most people Google businesses when they're looking for something. And so you want to be in control of what comes up on the search engine. And then another one is lead nurturing. Like I said, find yourself a good CRM tool. And like, remember earlier, I was talking about HubSpot, and just utilize it. Just be really good about, if you meet somebody on virtual networking, just like we're doing today, grab all of our information in the chat and enter that in your CRM, and then email them. You can start with once a month if you're nervous about it, or if you just want to try it out, then move to, every 2 weeks. And then, if you're getting good open rates and good engagement, then move to weekly. Just kind of feel your target audience out. And I'm telling you, it will, as long as you just keep nurturing your list, you will close some deals from that. And then the last thing for me is just, it would be networking. I mean, doing what we're doing right now, just meet people. Like, I feel like most of you guys on here that I know, that I see you every Wednesday, you're like my family. I would recommend you because I know you now. And if you can get your name out there, and build relationships with people like we have been doing, it's super helpful for small businesses growing. And I would highly recommend networking. So I'll open it up to questions now if anybody has any.
Any questions, anyone? I know I have one, but I'll wait and see if anyone else has any questions.
Question.
Yeah,
for
good.
Desirae. This is Tracy. So Desirae, on your website, or even in this chat here, can you point us to the programs that you offer? Somebody like me, small, just doing the work by myself, still being a wife and mom and homemaker and all. Just curious, because I'm interested in the services that you offer. Just wondering what tiers of services and cost is involved.
Yeah, I mean, the cost obviously varies, but stuff like social media posting, like daily posts, we'll do 4 platforms. That's about $500 a month for daily posting. We do, again, the leadership services for marketing. It's approximately $3,600 a month. And you're getting about 10 hours a week. And really, that's all you need if you have some people to do the work under you. That's more of leadership. So if your business, if you're not a one-man operation, that's the way to go. If you are, it doesn't make sense to do that. It's more of like, hire us to do it rather than me to delegate to your staff. But it's just a cheaper way of having a chief marketing officer on on your team. And then I do like lead nurturing campaigns, like newsletters and all that kind of stuff. Those are, I mean, they vary, depends how much you want, but I use Constant Contact or HubSpot or really whatever platform that you want. So you have to figure out what platform you want to use. Those are usually 150 per newsletter. And then we also do blog writing services. And I'm sorry, you don't quote me on this stuff, but I'm just doing, I got to look at my price list. But blog
Yeah,
writing.
that's okay. Go ahead.
And then we'll do, God, I should just take, doodle videos are really big. I know that Beverly and I have been talking a lot about those. So doodle videos are just little, they're literally like a hand drawing on a whiteboard, whether it's little, drawings or text across a stream or the screen. And I charge $250 for a video that's under 1 minute. Which is that's a really good deal, and they're super effective. People just love them. They're addicted to them. All of my clients that do one do more than one, so they end up coming back for more. So those are cost effective, and they're also effective from a marketing standpoint, because for some reason people just don't want to stop watching them. Every frame sort of leaves you hanging, so you want to stay to the next frame. So they're a lot of fun. I'm trying to think.
What about, like, for me specifically, the doodle videos is interesting, because I have no problem generating all my own content. I guess, do you parse out all of these services? So for instance, would you customize a program for someone like me, maybe something more like marketing strategies online, and
Yes.
my website I've already worked on, but I'd love, you know what, maybe we should talk offline about it, but just
fine.
wanted to get an idea of budget and things like that, but super interesting. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the key is don't boil the ocean, start with little puddles and then, kind of check them off and then just grow that way. You don't have to do everything. You just have to be good at a few things.
Yeah.
Really good at it and be consistent and persistent. But we can definitely talk offline. We can talk more. But yeah, I definitely customize packages. I do branding and marketing plans, marketing strategies. And, they're more simplified. They're not crazy like when you have millions of dollars of a budget. I understand small businesses, right? So you can be very effective and effective from a marketing standpoint and also cost effective. So we also do Facebook and LinkedIn ads, and those can be effective as well.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna
yeah,
pause.
let's
I'm
talk
gonna
offline.
pause right there. Just anyone who needs to jump, go ahead. I know we're running over, but this is again, we'll stay on till 9 o'clock. So go ahead. I don't want anyone to feel obligated if they had a schedule to leave. Go ahead. Someone else had a question for Desiree?
I have a testimonial. When I first joined this group, it was Desiree's turn to do her presentation, and she did it on the doodle videos. With what I do, it's not pretty, it's not sexy. You just can't throw an ad out there and get the response of some retail or jewelry store will, because nobody cares. Although it's made me a 6-figure income earner, you have to watch how you strategize it. So when I saw those doodle videos, I was so impressed. I met with Desirae downtown Somerville. She gave me some more insight. I now have it in the hands of our company because you have to go through compliance, unfortunately. But it's for any type of business because it's eye-catching. It stops and makes you read it and look at it. It's cute. Cute and babies sell. So I highly recommend, and then the price is so cost effective. So I highly recommend it. And I'm hoping that we get to do it very soon, Desirae.
Awesome. And just go to my website. I put it in the chat. Go to my website and you can see all the different types of doodle videos. There's examples of them. But again, they're quick. We can turn them over in 48 hours. That's with your edits. Because of course we go back and forth a few times. But most of my clients are happy on the first run through. They're just so much fun. So yeah, they're effective. But thank you, Beverly.
You're welcome.
Question I have for you is, again, I know everyone mentions it, and it's kind of one of those things where you know it when you see it, but how do you recommend being engaging and fun on social media while still being professional, especially depending on your type of profession and what you're doing, if it's more conservative?
Definitely. So I feel like what you that's a really good question. It depends on your brand, I believe. So, you know, if you're a like a dog walking company, right? And you know who your target audience is and how they will react. You always have to think about who your target audience is and what your brand represents. Um, you know, if you're a law firm, you're probably not going to be, you know, cursing or, saying politically incorrect, comments. But what sometimes that stuff sells, right? Sometimes that's the out of the box stuff captures attention. And for me, what I do is I go on all of my competitors' websites and I see what's catching their what their audience's attention and what is most engaging that they're posting. So I would just do research. But again, you want to be out of the box as much as you can before you become like you said, unprofessional, right? So kind of it's good to look at what your competitors are doing and just look at their engagement rates right on social media. You can see all of that stuff. When you're looking at a specific post, you can see who's engaging with it and how much. So just do your research.
Excellent.
Anyone else?
Anyone else? Any other questions?
I guess my big challenge is kind of sort of maybe kind of not do anything is that my audience is so specific, both geographically and from a piece of the industry, that's sort of, it's almost maybe just go more like just post up on LinkedIn every once in a while. I really haven't been doing much. Like, what do you do for people that have a very, very niche type of audience?
Okay, that's good. And are you talking about lead generation or are you talking about social media posting in general?
Lead generation.
Okay.
Yeah, more trying to make connections. Yeah.
What I would do for you if you were my client and if you had a bit of a monthly budget, I would do something like lead411.com. Lead 411, what it is it's literally a database of millions of businesses and all of their employees that are in the that attached to those businesses. And you can really hone in on specific industries in specific geographies. And they have a great filter system where you can only look at VPs or owners or directors or decision makers of those companies. If you're more of an HR thing, you can just look at the HR teams. It gives you about, there's all different packages, but just from a pricing standpoint, you're looking at $250 a month for 450 contacts a month.
Okay.
So if you put that into your lead nurturing campaigns, right, and you start sending newsletters to those people and you're really honing in on your target market, that's what I would do with you. I would look up, and what you can do is you can take a current client that you already have, you can enter in their company name in the database, and then you can click on a button that says similar companies. So then it gives you a whole list of companies that are just like your current clientele. And that's really effective.
And this is free411.com?
It's lead 411.
Lead 411. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And so, yeah, I would look into that. And
Thank
if you have a bit of a budget, and I think you have to commit for 3 months. And then after that, you can drop off if you want, you can cancel. So I don't think it's it's not like it's not like a 1 year subscription. Like I think it's just months that you have to sign up for. So, but it's super effective. I use that for my clients a lot. So.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. So try that.